Hi, I'm Dhanakodi, Mahindra College of Engineering, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. We are talking about structure of a C program. The introduction is nothing that is C programming is a easy language and structuring of a language. It's a high level language. It's a machine. Easy to understand the language. It's one of the easiest way to develop a softwares, and then it's running to a many different platforms. Then the structure of a C programming is first one is a pre-processing directives. Second step, global declaration. Then third step is the local declaration and statement. The local declaration and statements is nothing that how to program is running, what we are getting the output. Then next one is a example program for the structure of C program. Is output for hello world. First line is pre-processing directives. Example for hash include h. Then second line is a global declaration. Global declaration is nothing that void main function. Then next step is a local declaration. There's a print, scan, that is the statements for a local declarations. The return value is 0. The program ending the return value is 0. Then next one is a data type. Data type is nothing that the value is what type of input and get the outputs. First one is a what, second one is an integer, third one is a floating point, and final is a directive. Void data type is the return type of values is 0. Integer is the boolean, character, integer, that values are a integer data type. Floating point data type is nothing that float values, imaginary values, and complex values are the floating point values. Then integer is nothing that it's a one of all computer language identifiers. Identifiers is nothing that the objects programs to identify each objects of a stored unique address. Then it's the rule of identifiers. First step is the first character must be alphabet characters or underscores. Then second one is most consist only of alphabet characters, digits or underscores. Then third step is example of 63 characters in the identifiers as significantly. Then fourth is cannot duplicate a keyword. Then the valid numbers, invalid numbers. The identifier's valid number is student's name, and then int mini, it's a minimum values is declared as a int min, and then invalid is an ampersand sum, two names, and then in case of any student's names is declared as a number is a n is capital, that is the invalid names. The types is nothing but values as a set of operations that can be applied on these values. It's the first one is integer values. Then we are talking about the character types. Character is nothing that it's an alphabetical words is the character. Then we are integer types. Integer types is four types. First one is a short int, long int, and double long int. Double long int is mentioned as long int. Then it's an keyword or declaration of a word is size of short less than or equal to size of int less than or equal to size of long less than or equal to size of, that is the format of values. Then the types values is bit size and minimum value and maximum values are declared. Short and long int, double long int, it's mentioned for the different bytes, and minimum values and maximum values are differed. Next one is floating point types. Floating point is three types: float and double float and long double float. We are declared for a size of float less than or equal to size of double less than or equal to size of long, that is the declaration format. Then final is a variable. Variables are named memory location that have types such as integer or character, which is the inherited from the types of determining the values that are variable, many contains on the operations of many used with the values. Then the declarations of variables, and then declaration of initializations. The variable is nothing that its definitions is not initialized. which must initialize many or any variable requiring pre-coupled and data when the function starts. Next one is a constant. Constant is nothing that it cannot be changed during the execution of a program, like variables, constants as a types. In the sections are discussing booleans, characters, integers, real, complex, and string. Constants is not nothing that is no changes of the running programs. A character constant is enclosed in the single quotes. It's another way of using the single quotes is only for a character. Double quotes is only for a single string constants.